Welcome to another day of Stitchmas. It is now the 14th of December, so I'm going to be opening my advent calendars this morning and show you what I was working on last night. Now, I think I told you that I was going to be making another one of these little characters. This is the poinsettia. So thank you for all the lovely comments I've had on my poinsettia, because I finally posted a photograph on my social media. I took that photograph as basically a review photograph for Etsy for the designer, but it probably wasn't a great photo. I took it at night and the lighting wasn't brilliant. I've kind of squashed his petals down a bit. I was never really sure if you kind of have them sticking up like this or down, but I've kind of folded them down a little bit. I think I told you that I was going to work on the Christmas bauble little chap, but what I've done is I've put all the pattern pieces together, and the next one along is actually the elf version, and his name's Chris the elf, and my husband's name's Chris, so we've had a bit of a giggle, but I've made a start on him. I probably, if I really had set my mind to it, I probably could have completed him last night, but it just got to a certain point in the evening. I thought, no, I'm just going to put him down. I'm going to pick him up again tomorrow evening, but I'll show you what I've done so far. So he's only got a tiny bit of toy filling at the bottom. You kind of stuff as you go, so he probably looks a little bit odd at the moment, but he's going to be an elf. So there is like a bit of a ridge going round here, which you probably won't be able to see. On one of the rows you work into the back loop and it leaves you this ridge, so I'm guessing when I've completed him at the top, I will be going back and working into this ridge to do some little frilly edge. But yeah, he's lovely. He's going to be really lovely, so be lovely having another one of those, and ideally I'd really like to do the other one before Christmas, and then I have to start thinking about what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to open my advent calendars now. So hemline. Oh, and I'm really glad that some of you have been enjoying seeing my husband open his Central Perk advent calendar. He's had some nice things in it. He's had, pencils, a pen, rubber, and like a couple of notebooks. But for quite a few days, he keeps getting stickers, which are slightly less exciting for him, I suppose. Right, so we are 14, aren't we? So day 14, this is my hemline calendar. And it says tomato pincushion. So here we go. How funny. Now, there is a story behind the tomato. I think it's a bit of an ancient thing. I think in very, 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 very old times, people were actually given tomatoes when they moved into a new home, not a pincushion, and you was to put them on the fireplace or something like that. I might have that slightly wrong, but I'm sure when I've done a bit of research into things, and then later on the tomato pincushion came. So I think I've got another tomato pincushion on one of these shelves somewhere. But yeah, they're, a bit of a traditional sewing thing, aren't they? So that's a nice thing to have. Right, so crafty so-and-so. So my plan today is, my husband is around today. It is Tuesday. We've actually ordered my youngest son's Christmas present online. So yeah, we've managed to we've got a feel for what he likes. Yeah, we've managed to order it, which is great. That's coming tomorrow, and we're sorted with our eldest and middle son, because he's just had a birthday in November. It's quite tricky, so we'd like to have him to have something to open, but we do know the best thing for him would be like money, really, so we can just kind of spend it as and when. He's quite into gaming. He likes to spend money on a thing called Steam, and he like, you know, spends it on gaming and things, so that's probably where it's best spent with him, really. And yeah, so we'll just have to have a think. But I think with my parents, they really prefer vouchers over anything, really, and because they like just getting their own thing, but I would like them to have something to open. So yeah, so we've just got to go around trying to get things. So there's a present I've ordered from my husband that I've got to collect. I've paid for it, I've got to collect it. I really want to get some bells that jingle from a Christmas tree, and it's still, again, I've got to write some Christmas cards out. So yeah, just if there's anything to film today that's Christmassy or something of interest, I'll film for you. If not, I'll just pop back later and have a chat with you, a bit like what I did yesterday. Yeah, the place where we drove to, the guitar place yesterday, it's like in a city in Birmingham. The route that we came back, there wasn't all that much really to film. Like, there was not many Christmas lights up. I don't know if people are feeling a bit miserable this year. And obviously, you do get some religions that don't celebrate Christmas as well. You have to take that into consideration. Would you believe it? It's right at the bottom. And actually tomorrow's is right at the top. That always seems to happen to me, doesn't it? The day that I have to go delving down to the bottom, the next day is on the top. I must admit, I'm getting in a bit of a mess. Look, I've still got this box from yesterday in here. And there's all wrappers that I always get in a terrible mess during Vlogmas. Right, I'm going to put those there. I've got quite a few. Yeah, it's terrible because I've been mainly doing knitting and crochet. I sat in the kitchen working on a bit of this, didn't I? So I wasn't needing this desk. Basically, I could do with a video desk and a working desk to do my crafts on. Really, when I'm doing these videos, it makes it really difficult to get any sewing done, because if I need to do cutting out on here, especially when I'm filming daily. Right, so Crafty So-and-so have put these cards in this time. There looks like there's about five cards, and it says, "Thanks for buying lovely fabric from us." And basically there's little areas where you can fill in the fabric type, the designer, the composition, the width, the length, the washing instructions. You can tick if you've washed it or not, and you can put what project you planned it for. Now that is really useful, you know, like with your dressmaking fabrics. Do you know, if you decide to buy some fabric in for dressmaking, and then you know all the details of it, fill it in, leave it with it, and then if you don't get to do it straight away, at least when you go back and thinking, oh, that's what I was going to make with this fabric, I've washed it, or that's what, you know, it's quite good, isn't it? So yeah, big thumbs up to that today. That's a very useful thing to have. I might put those with my kite. I've dropped them. With my Kylie and the Machine sewing label tin. No, I won't, because those are for sewing labels. I know what I'll put it in. This tin, if it fits, that is. They might not actually, looking at them. No. No, they don't fit. They're quite good tins, good size, but they don't fit those. Right, okay, maybe. Yeah, it's Kylie and the Machine. You're getting the Crafty So-and-so labels. I'm never going to have a huge amount of sewing labels anyway, because I don't purchase them. I'll only ever get them, say, if I subscribe to something, or I got them in an advent calendar, because I don't buy them myself. Right, my calendar, now from what I remember, I think I've got to get something out the box, haven't I? So that's exciting. I always like getting something out the box, because, you know, it's something that was too big. I bought these little things to go in my calendar, and then they were too big. This calendar, I suppose, is not ideal really if you want to put bigger items in it. 14. What is this? Do sometimes I can tell you what I think it's going to be? I don't know. Do you know what? I've got an idea. I have got an idea. Now I felt it. Great. It's a bobbin winder. Right. And basically it's ideal for winding floss, ribbon, threads or yarns, wind embroidery skeins onto card or plastic bobbins. Now, I can hear it. Oh, actually, there was a funeral yesterday. Do you know there was a funeral car over the road? There's a grove kind of over my road, but slightly that way. And yeah, there was a funeral car. So yeah, I don't know who it is that's died. I don't know a huge amount of people in that grove over there. I know there's a lady in the corner goes to my Pilates class. So I know her and she knows my mum, so I chat with her, and she gets the bus near my house as well. And there's a chap second door along. He's had my post in the past, and he's lovely. I don't know his name. Really lovely. We have a chat here and there if we see each other. But the chap this side of him, the closest, he's a miserable man. He actually I think I picked up my eldest son. He got off. It's when he was in senior school, but my other two was in primary school. I actually picked up my son. We were sitting in traffic. The traffic wasn't going anywhere. He got off a bus, and he come and got in the car, and I had my indicator on left, and never thought anything of it. And then he started to bib, and I thought, well, what's his problem? The traffic isn't moving anyway. Nobody's going anywhere. And then I got onto the next road, and he absolutely, like, road rage, come flying past me, like, and staring at me in the window. And it's not like it's only like one lane for one traffic and one lane for that traffic. And he scared me to death, actually. And I thought, oh, go away, whatever. Right, never thought anything of it. And then he pulled into that grove and pulled up there, and I thought, oh gosh, I live, like, fairly facing this man. And I've never liked him since. Really, and this was years, because obviously my eldest has left school, hasn't he? So he was like quite young in senior school. So yeah, I'm not that keen on him. But they're the only people. It's a shame, isn't it? Well, only one of the ones I know I don't like him, right? So yeah, I don't know how to use this exactly. Oh right, have a look at the picture. You can put, do you know those cardboard things? I've got those cardboard things, and you can wind them onto your bobbin. That's brilliant. Do you know what? Maybe not today, but during this Vlogmas, should we have a go? I'll see how good it is. You can watch me learning on the job how to use it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think it's really useful. I spend many an hour untangling things, embroidery threads, yarns, this is the kind of thing us crafters do, isn't it? So I hope you've seen what I got in my advent calendars today. Let's jog my memory. I've got a tomato pin cushion, those cards to tell me what sort of fabric I bought, and my bobbin winder in my own calendar. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. So I'm going to go now, and I will catch you later on. Obviously, if there's something I want to film, great. If not, I'll just come back and say my goodbyes. I'll let you know how the day went. So thank you so much for joining me so far, and I'll see you later. Bye. Welcome back. It's going to be a little bit short and sweet again today. Basically, my husband and I, we've done lots and lots of Christmas shopping, so I feel so much happier that we've got so much done. We're still not totally done. We've got things to, a few more cards, I think, for my husband's family, I think, to get. Things for the neighbours, yeah, but we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. I feel so much happier. You do, don't you? We should never really leave it this late, but we always do. So so this evening, well, basically it is 4:25 now, so it's only going to be 4 of us for dinner this evening, so we haven't really discussed what we're going to have for dinner as of yet, because my eldest son is out, and then hopefully just put my feet up and do some crochet. That is my plan. That's what I hope to do. It's really exhausting, isn't it, Christmas shopping? And I've got to show you something. If I can get my feet up, I should be able to. I do yoga. Actually, can you see that? Look, plaster. I don't know how much you can see. Look, plaster's here, here, here. Oh, that's what Christmas shopping has done to me. It has crippled me. That's what happens to me if I don't wear leather shoes. If I wear plastic shoes, I end up in pieces. So my husband got his hair cut while we was in town, so I hobbled off to Boots and bought some plasters, and there's an area where you can have your photographs developed on the machine. You can like plug your phones in. I sat on one of those stalls and I put some plasters on, and then we went to the post office. My husband needed to go, and while he was there I needed more, and I just kept on having to stop to put plasters on my feet. So yes, I think I need to just put my feet up. They deserve a well-earned rest, they do. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you like seeing some of the Christmas lights. Unfortunately, when we were driving back, it wasn't really dark. So, you know, the lights don't look that fab, but I just tried to film a few houses on our journey back from town, and I thought you might like to see them, and a little bit of footage in my town, in Solihull. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more advent calendar opening, any Christmas goings on, crafty goings on, same old thing. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.